Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy Tactics. More plot. Oh, controller got on me. There we go. Oh, I missed the end of the cutscene by the last thing there. Oh well. Studio. Engineer. Add to the party? For now, I'm going to say yes, only because I might do some of the side quests to get some monsters that show up in those. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the side quest or not yet, but for now I'm going to. He's going to take up a spot in my group, unfortunately, so that's kind of rough. Now, I don't know if another cutscene kicks in right now. No. But as you can see, we are being cut off from Lionel Castle. We cannot go in the front way, so we're going to go in the back door. We're going to take a ship all the way over to there. And there is no fight here. This is another one of those two blue squares, so if you want to do the Chocobo, or not the Chocobo, but the monster breeding trick, going back and forth between two blue squares, or two blue locations, you can do that here. It takes a lot longer because it's such a long walk back and forth as opposed to these ones that are right next to each other. So it's not as recommended. You know, if you want to do that, there's plenty of better places to do it, but hey. So you have another chance to buy any stuff at GOG if you wanted to. I don't think there's anything new in here. I doubt it. Yep, no new guns, no new armor, no new mantles, nothing like that. Okay. So we have another piece of plot coming up, though, by jumping over. Let's see how many people I have, actually. Alright, I still have room for 4. Alright. No worries. Yep, when we get here, there'll be another bit of plot going on. There's going to be no fighting in this video. It's going to be all plot. And me rambling, so. This cutscene here is one of the ones that was remade for the PSP. A nice little cutscene between Ramza and Delita. It's one of those ones that very plot important. Talks, well, not, I don't know. It's one of those things. It's a lot of the meetings between Delita and Ramza are actually the ones that got animated in the PSP version. And we got another Chocobo. I love Chocobos. I love the pirate sprites there. The sailors ones. They look really cool, but we can't use those either. They're only for these cutscenes. And there's Delita. Our information. Yes, Delita is very, very secretive. But we're not going to give up that easily. It's interesting because Delita and Ramza aren't really on the same side exactly, but they kind of have the same goal. So it's interesting. They kind of clash. They never really come out and fight each other, though. They're always, you know, still kind of friends. Ramza still has a lot of faith in Delita. Delita has changed a lot over the years. But he's still a good person at heart. Well, that's actually, that last part's kind of up for debate. I think he is, but you have to judge on your own as you go through the story. He does a lot of not nice things. I think he's actually going to say, up in one of these cutscenes, I think he says that, you know, best intentions don't always lead to the best results, or something along those lines. Oh, Jork. Don't interrupt my stuff, Jork. Wasn't expecting that. Alright, this is another trade city, but this one has some interesting equipment. It is a very Asian-themed city, so this is where you can get equipment for ninjas and samurais, particularly samurais. You can kind of find ninja blades other places, but this is where you get the samurai swords for the samurai class. Also the first signs of battle dictionaries and harps. Some of the more weird weapons that you can get a hold of. Green Beret is a very nice one. It increases your speed, but I am using the one I'm trying to get magic power, so I'm not too worried about that. I really wish I can get the item that increases his magic better, so I can actually wear normal clothes to get all my magic abilities. I'm going to be buying a defense ring, because you'll need them for the boss. Especially if you're doing this challenge, you don't want Ramza getting messed up. And the boss has a lot of... The final boss of this chapter is rough, has a lot of nasty status effects. And Sleep and Death Sentence are two of the worst that you can get on Ramza. So that's a good one. If you're doing even if you're doing normal generics and stuff, have one defense ring for every member of your party for that fight, because that'll save you from a lot of trouble. You're still going to get into a lot of nasty status effects, but those are the ones that can really take you out of the fight and make it hard for you to battle him. Because he's really not that tough. It's just he can really mess you up with status effects, and then you can't fight him. But we still have a couple battles before them. We have one here, and we have one that's going to branch off from here, and then we have two in here. So we're coming up to the end of the chapter, though. We're very close. So, but that'll have to wait. This will be a short vid. It was just to show off those cutscenes. I wish I cut the other one off a little earlier to, maybe mix this up a bit, but oh well. So next time, everybody, we'll be going to Barris Valley, I want to say? Barias? We're going to the valley to see a familiar face. Later.